Discord server. G Potato here. So I was browsing Twitter as I normally don't do. I was just researching a video. Looking forward to putting that video out, by the way. I promise it exists and that I'm making it. But yeah, so I was on Twitter for the first time in probably 2 years. And while being on Twitter, I was made aware of a certain mod. If we just... Yeah, here it is, layout generator. Okay, so I saw some discourse on Twitter about this. I'm a layout creator. I make layouts. I haven't released one in probably 3 years. Actually, when's the last time I released one? Holy shit. As I was saying, there's some discourse on this, right? Because people are worried that this is just gonna replace, you know, just making layouts yourself. Now, if this was to replace gameplay making, it'd surely have to be good at it, right? Let's just switch real quick to Twitter. This mod is genuinely an affront to creativity. No level that uses this should be able to get rated. Gameplay is so important to the amount of creativity a creator can put into their level, and because of that, it should never be automated. Gameplay contributes so largely to a level's quality, and to see it get undermined to such a degree is sad. We can see here, this uses procedural generation, not AI, so there's not any intelligence going into the placement of anything. I have seen a bit of it. It works off of nothing but the BPM of a song, so there's probably not going to be any cohesion between any of the clicks or anything. Okay, so how about I try the mod and just get to the point. So we just get a little layout here. If we're gonna use this, let's give it the best shot we can. The easiest genre to make procedural generated gameplay to would probably be mid-tempo electronic music. So this song, it's a mid-tempo industrial EDM song. Great, exactly what we want. You know, it's pretty predictable. 4 on the floor, kick, snare, you know. You know, it's heavily tied to the BPM. Okay, we can probably make a layout that is procedurally generated using just the BPM, right? So let's just copy this ID, put it in here. Oh, I am not recording GD. There we go. Use. We have an issue. I don't have the BPM for this song, so I gotta find it real quick. Found it. All right, let's go back here. Settings. You can see I actually did mess around with it, but I'll turn that off though. BPM 95. Spike margin. I'll just leave it as default. I'll turn click indicators off. I'll just leave everything as default. Let's just try that. Bit of an issue, it's gonna have to be immediately skip to the drop because it's working off BPM, and it'd be really fucking annoying to have to figure out the exact start offset to make it sync with. Okay, I will turn speed portals off. I feel like that just mess everything up, mess up the flow. And I'll just start the level off with 2 times speed. You know, it's actually, hang on, I wonder if I can start it with like a jump pad and it'll adapt to it. All right, let's just try this.
Nope.
Okay, so this sucks. Okay, I might have done something wrong. So we got some jumper ass gameplay here, and then it just resorted to singular spikes. I'm still deciding as to whether I am going to follow the crowd and think that the mod is morally wrong. You know, I'm a layout creator. I make the decisions around here. Use player clicks. I'll try that out in a second. So how do I make it like actually click along to the BPM instead of just random ass clicks? Because I mean, these are like barely correlated. There's so many like areas where you're just completely void of any clicks whatsoever. Let me try turning on experimental gameplay. I just want to try some of this stuff out. The clicks are on sync with the BPM. Hang on. But there's so much empty space between like the clicks and stuff. Okay, hang on. I actually wonder, what if I just set the BPM to twice its speed? So 95 times 2, I think that's 190. Okay, this is better. I mean, there's still there's still no flow between like many of the clicks or anything, and it's back to stereo madness gameplay. Get off the ground. What was that? Is placing a lot of spikes. Oopsies. Okay, so let's just restart the game. It appears the last... Yeah, I don't care. It deleted my level. Okay, let's just create a new one then. Copy and paste the song. What was it? 69.6. Yes, okay. Let's use player clicks this time. Let's have jump indicators. Why not? No speed portals. You know what? I think if I unselect like some of these, it'll prioritize, I don't know, like jump rings and like the experimental gameplay and stuff. So I'll turn off game mode portals, hit apply. Oh, okay. I was clicking along to it. Let's play what we got. Let's just try it again. Hopefully this time we don't die immediately. You know what, hang on. Let's just turn on ignore damage. Wait, what happens if I click it? Oh yeah, it'll place on top of itself. Okay, and you can, oh no. You can't undo it. And I'm clipping. Okay, so I made a bit of gameplay here with the layout generator, you know, clicking along to the beat because the layout generator, let's be for real, it's not going to do it on its own. So immediately, let's just talk about the fact that if we're gonna fix all of this gameplay to make it actually work and not be you know, a little bit there's not really a productive way to use this in terms of actually making a level. I'm just gonna go ahead real quick and patch all this gameplay to actually be possible. Yeah, so this is relatively tedious. And all I'm doing here is making the gameplay possible. I'm not even bothering making it cleaner. And this is extremely tedious. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm not even gonna like wait until the end of the video to say it. No decorator is gonna use this tool. What a decorator is gonna do is either make the gameplay themselves. It takes like no effort to make okay enough gameplay. Hell, a lot of decorators don't bother to make okay enough gameplay. They just make gameplay, good or bad. And if they find, you know, making decent gameplay or gameplay at all that much of a struggle, I doubt that they're probably gonna be decorating a level with this much verticality, and I doubt that they're gonna be too happy to fix all of the align X looking ass blocks here and, you know, the spikes. This mod is clearly just a fun little experiment, a cool little thing to mess around with like I'm doing now. It's really not that serious. It's not using AI. There's no intelligence to make it like cohesive or anything. No one's using this, and if they were to use it, they're gonna have to patch up a whole lot of shit. Anyway, let's just play the level. Oh, okay, great. I can't, okay. Got it. Nope. So the only really great aspect of it is just its sync. Just gotta do a little bit of a double click right there. And I wonder why the sync is good. It's almost like I had to feed in my own inputs. Nope. Okay, I don't even know if this is possible. What if I hold? What if I hold there? What if I hold here? Okay, and it's... no one's using this. What are we angry about? It's just a cool mod, right? It's just something to have a bit of fun with. This is not gonna be the death of gameplay in Geometry Dash. I promise, the death of gameplay in Geometry Dash has already occurred. I mean, hell, play any fucking mythic level. Odds are the gameplay's gonna be an afterthought. It's way easier to just make shitty gameplay that just works fine enough than to, you know, bother with, you know, working with this. Like, the amount of cleaning up you'd have to do and stuff, you know. So yeah, I guess that's just my take as a layout creator. Okay, actually, I gotta try something real quick. Speed to 4 times. Let's just raise this BPM a bit. 3.6K is the max. There we go. Okay, hang on, select all, delete. Let me turn off ignore damage this time. Okay, so breakthrough discovery. Apparently, when you're using use player clicks, you're supposed to set the BPM to just completely empty, and then it won't like place a bunch of orbs on top of each other and shit. My bad. My point still stands though. This is not replacing the need to make your own gameplay. Okay, second breakthrough discovery. Hang on, I got my fan blowing right into the microphone. Second breakthrough discovery, that was all lie. So apparently just selecting the normal use player clicks option will make it so that it won't automatically place orbs or, you know, stuff you interact with. It'll still place pads and blocks and portals and stuff, but it won't place orbs on its own. So I don't know why it was placing orbs on its own. I don't know what I was doing wrong. The mod updated. It's still kind of doing that a little bit, not as much. You'll just have to try the mod for yourself. Oh, before I go, unironically, it feels like 90% of flow levels are generated by a mod like this anyway. I see a lot of like non-gameplay creators just call anything that looks like this flow gameplay. Can we stop that? Flow gameplay is not a thing. Flow is an aspect of every single level. Every single level has a flow to it. I have no idea where flow gameplay as a term even came from. So can we stop with that? It's like saying these damn pacing movies have been pissing me off lately. Like, pacing is just an aspect of movies. It's not a genre. Stop. Alright, that's it. Super low effort video, whatever. I just need some shit to upload.